Hello, today I will share with you the legend of Sedna. Sedna was a very young, beautiful woman. Very beautiful, but vain. So vain that when it came time for her to marry, her father said, "You must choose your groom." She said, "But there is nobody in the village that is good enough for me." Her father then said in anger, "If you do not find a husband, you shall starve." So she ignored him. But one day, this very strong man came in a lavish, feathered coat. The father said, "You are suitable for my daughter." So off went Sedna and her new groom to his island. He had an island of rocks. It was a deserted island. There were rocks everywhere, mountains of rocks, stones, pebbles, everything except vegetation. So then Sedna said, "It's not so bad. There might be other qualities of this island." So she stayed with him. Stayed with him, but then she noticed this man was not a man. He was a raven, and he would keep her in his nest that was cold and hard and filled with rocks. And all day he would go hunting. He would go hunting and would dive for fish in the water. And he would come back with cold, raw fish and would throw it in front of her. He would tell her to eat. She was so miserable that she yelled for her father's name. She yelled and yelled and yelled till her father came. Her father heard her voice and climbed on his canoe and his kayak. He got his kayak, and he got all the things for the days. He had all the food, and he was off to the island. It took him several days to get there, but he got there. And he hugged his little Sedna and grabbed her and put her in the kayak. And then they got off the island. He was rowing and rowing and rowing as fast as he could. But then the raven knew about them. So the raven got mad. The raven wanted his revenge. So the raven, what did he do? He swooped down near the kayak and created a big storm with his wings. This big storm made Sedna's father very scared. Very, very scared, and he forgot about his daughter. And he was so self-absorbed that he did not care about his daughter. He only cared about his own life. He wanted to save himself. So what did he do? He said, "Take my daughter! Take her!" He threw her into the water to the raven. But, of course, Sedna did not give up. She swam back to the boat and grabbed on. But her father was in panic mode. So he grabbed his paddle and started hitting her fingers until they came off. Her fingers came off and drowned into the water. But they didn't just simply drown. They created the animals that you see in the water. The seals, fish, etc. So she did not give up. She did not give up and wasn't going to so soon. So she swam again, this time without fingers, and grabbed onto the boat. And her father, what did he do again? He grabbed his paddle and beat her hands off until her frozen hands just slipped out of her arms. And so they drowned too. But they created whales because they were much bigger. So Sedna, without hands, without fingers, couldn't swim properly and drowned. And to this day, Sedna is at the bottom of the sea, alive, with the animals that kept her company. The whales, the seals, and the fish. And Sedna is beautiful, but Sedna could be very dangerous. So every winter, a shaman goes and swims down into the water, grabs a comb and brushes Sedna's hair. He comes back up, and that way Sedna keeps peace in the water.